corn. Not a lot of people know how to use white corn, but it's actually really good. It's nice and sweet, has a different type of texture, and it's just great as a snack. And I'm going to do it in a way that kind of reminiscent of the Philippines, but a little different, so I think something more interesting and something that's just really decadent. So really simply enough, we're going to start by crushing cloves of garlic. Just going to get 3 because I really want this to be nice and garlicky and have the perfect, let's say, pungency to it. Now once that's nice and fine, I'm just going to take our white corn really simply enough, just like this. I'm just going to cut the base a little, just so I get it nice and flat. And now what we're going to do is just run your knife through it, and be careful because they're going to fall all over the place. And just get all that white beads off of it until you got a nice clean cob. When our ingredients are prepped, I got 2 pans, really simply enough, 1 cast iron heavy, 1 smaller pan. I'm going to take olive oil, put them in both, just a little bit. In 1 pan, my cast iron skillet, I'm going to put some nice Canadian back bacon. So I'm going to put about, maybe only strips I need, so I'm going to put maybe 8 pieces. And then what's going to do, the fat's going to render, and then we're going to cook our scallops in there. It's going to be fantastic. And then on the other one, I'm going to put my garlic and my white corn. So I'm just going to keep my bacon on the side here, put them on a plate, and then see all that fat that's rendered out is perfect. I'm going to get the cast iron back onto the hot plate, and then once it gets hot again, we're going to cook our scallops down. Now the corn, you'll see it gets translucent slowly. Basically when it's nice and soft, you'll know it's ready. So while my corn's finishing up, look, I'll toss it. You'll see how it gets nice and brown. I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of raclette cheese, which is a Swiss cheese, nice and fatty, nice and tasty. That we're just going to melt on top. And then right on top of it, just to help it get a little liquid, I'm just going to add 1 teaspoon of ricotta, or make that 2 teaspoons rather. When my cast iron skillet is nice and hot and it's almost smoking point of that, I'm just going to take my scallops and I'm going to put about how many pieces you want to eat. So I'm going to put about 5 pieces on one side. There you go. Let's make it 6. Once the scallops are nice and hard on one side, see, turn it off, turn it over, they're nice and brown and basically still translucent in the middle. That's exactly what we want. So we're just going to cook it really quickly on this side until it's the exact same color. Now, just to plate everything, I'm going to take my corn, white corn mix here, and then there you see how beautifully crusty it is. Look at those crusty bits of raclette just in there, nice and perfect and fluid. Imagine I didn't really season anything because already the bacon is nice and salty. Now after that, I'm going to add my bacon right on top, on the bacon. Some of the scallops just scattered here and there. And then we're going to take some cracked black pepper right on top as well. And then if you have a little cayenne or a little paprika, it's going to give it a nice touch. Nice smokiness just to go on top. Not too much, nothing too crazy. Just a nice pinch just to give it a nice streak of color on top of everything. And basically you've got a really easy and beautiful dish that's so tasty.